What's up, guys? Today we are doing a video on how to tell if somebody's cheating just based on their R6 tracker. So there's a lot of cheaters in Rainbow Six Siege. Me and my staff, we usually play against cheaters probably every other game, if not every other third game, and it's pretty easy to spot them even going in. There's a lot of different types of cheaters. There's the closet cheaters that seem somewhat beatable. There's the guys that kind of know what they're doing with the closet walls, which are a little bit harder to deal with, and there's the guys that are blatantly cheating. When most console players think of cheaters on PC, they think of the blatant cheaters that are aim locking and very obviously lock on you through the walls. That is most of the time not the case with most of these cheaters that we're going to be talking about today. Most of the cheaters in Siege are the closet wallers, people that like to appear to be good, but are actually just cheating. So let's go through some of the things that I look at when I'm looking at an account. So here's my account, right? So you go to, just the ranks of how often they've been at their current rank, and then you look at their KDs. So like how often they're like around the same KD that they're at, what rank that they've been at. That's pretty simple and straightforward. Here's another stat that a lot of people don't look at: kills per match. So kills per match is how often on average do they drop kills in a match. Like the best players in the world are going to have between 5 and 6. Anything like 7+ is going to be either they don't have that many games played because they're playing against poopers and, they just don't have that many games played, or they're cheating. A lot of the times I'll see, 7+, the guys are a little bit more blatant than normal. So, like, I can't name a pro that has over 6 kills a match. So, most of the time that like we talk about the 7+ kills a match, you're talking about guys that are like dropping probably 15 kills a game half the time. So there's a reason for that. I mean, look at my stats. My stats are crazy. And those are the biggest things I use. And then occasionally we'll go to match history and we'll look at like how often they've been like going nuke like in their games recently to see like, okay, is it winnable? Is it like playable? And so there's mine. All right, so let's go through some other trackers that I have pulled up from the community. Here we have this guy named Strive that I played the other day. To me, he looked like he was a closet waller. And let me talk about why I thought he was a closet waller. Because here, he claimed that he was an X Diamond, but the only time that he was Diamond was Crimson Heist in Shifting Tides, which is God knows how long ago. Especially because he bought this account from someone named Ava Agility. Also check to see if their account was bought recently, because it'll tell you at the bottom. And if they use premium to hide that, that's even more sus. So the account was bought probably around this realm. So he didn't even achieve that rank on his own. So looking recently, he hasn't played that many games, but now he's a champion. Interesting. He's now a champion out of nowhere. In the season before, he had a 1.5-ish with 64 matches played, and now he's a champ. Okay. Kills per match? All right, he's matching pros, kills a match, and has not been playing. It's either an alt of a really good player, which it is not. This is the only account this guy owns, or he's a cheater. So, then you go to match history, go to rank, or KD, 2.3, 2.58. Do I really need to say more? What do you guys think over under on that being a legit player? Okay, next account. This is what console players tend to see as, okay, well, this guy's obviously cheating because it says cheating. He was banned. This guy was banned for cheating, so it's fairly obvious. Like, he didn't even get to play because this account is currently banned. Battle has to actually track someone to ban. Well, when they get banned for cheating, the account is just like, it's gone. Dead in the water. Here's another guy, same case, but this was banned this season. This was more of a blatant cheater, but didn't make it very far. And November 9th. So here's another account, ZTXP. I was getting these accounts and mixed them up, and I don't know which ones are cheaters and which ones aren't. So I want to guess based off of what I see. So already I see some interesting stuff. So Emerald, so he's playing, his hidden MMR is going to be playing Emeralds, Diamonds, and Champions. Maybe a plat here and there, but his hidden MMR is fairly high. 8.5 kills a match, which is insane. But if you look at his names, he's had this account forever. since 2020, but he hasn't really been playing actively, and he has had stats nearly like that recently. 8.5 kills a match, but again, he only has about 20 something games played, so maybe he just had a couple good games, especially because his win-loss is pretty low. That is another thing to look at. If their win-loss is high, paired with high kills per match, then, you know, maybe they're cheating. But maybe this guy, to me, looks like he might just be a baiter. Go to his recent games. It looks like his KD is starting to come down into normality. To me, it looks like this guy could be a cheater, but I wouldn't instantly think that he was, because I just don't see enough games played. Most of the time when I like to call someone out for cheating potentially is when they have around 100 games played and they have crazy stats. This guy, it's too hard to tell because the account's too fresh. But is this guy 100% legit? No. Yeah. We have DX248. So already sus, because no seasons played, and then you're talking Emerald Champion out of nowhere. Normal KD though. Bought account very recently, so this is a red flag. He bought an account for heavy metal, which, you know, this season's about 3 months old. So this guy has only had this account for this season, so everything beyond this point is irrelevant. So he's only been champion on this account. Kills per match is normal. Win-loss is pretty high. His win-loss is pretty high if he's a solo queue player. But he has a 1 KD and doesn't look like he's really going nuke. So do I think this guy's a cheater? He could be, but probably not. I doubt it. I doubt this guy's a cheater. If I had to really bet money on it. It looks like this guy probably just plays with a stack, if I had to guess. Chewbacca. Okay, can't see name changes, so it might have just been this name all along. A premium user, so yeah, it's just never had a name change. Hasn't played the season before, but he has been champion before. So maybe he just took a season off. And his stats aren't crazy different from how he used to be. Already not bad. Kills per match are kind of insane. His win rate is pretty high. How has he been playing recently? We look at ranked. That's 1 game. That's a lot of games. 2, 3. Pretty high KDs from the last couple days. But overall, nothing that's screaming that the guy is cheating, in my eyes at least. Besides, the kills per match are a little high, so just a little fishy, but nothing too crazy. Someone told me that he's been hiding his cheats for a very long time. I'm not sure if this guy has been hiding his cheats for a very long time, or if he just started cheating, because these seasons he hit champion and then lost it. This is the only season where he has actively been pushing into high champion. This is the only season. So if he's been cheating, it has only been this season, because he basically quit the game and then came back out of nowhere, better than he's ever been. So that is the red flag for me. Then you have this guy, which is a guy I found on Twitter. This is a pretty obvious, I mean, never played. Level 75 red flag. Kills per match 8.25. High KD, high win-loss. I mean, this was a very obvious Here's a 3 KD, 277, 3. Do I really need to say more about this one? This is a very obvious. It's very easy to tell. This is 100% a cheater. Very obvious. Easily. AOT. All right. We have AOT. He's around the same skill level he normally always is. He's almost hitting champion though. Name changes. I mean, name change, but that's probably prior to rank 2.0, so that's fine. Kills per match are normal. KD normal. Win loss about 50%. Do I think this guy's probably a cheater? No. Especially with the recent games played. Oh my god. No, probably not. I would probably say this guy was probably a legit player. It's nobody. So we have this guy. Champ. Diamond. About the same stats as before. Just barely any matches played this season. I mean, I feel like if you had 150, 180 matches played, you'd probably be around the same rank. Kills per match are about normal. This guy legit, I mean, 38% win rate too. I would strongly think that he's probably a legit player. All right, I need another account, guys. Let's do a few more. Give me some accounts and we're going to keep it going. All right, granted, this is not a surefire way of finding cheaters. It's just a quick way of easing your mind in terms of, like, you know, you might have played a cheater, but you might potentially get rollback because, you know, you get rollback all the time. You lose games to people like that. So, guys, a Python 1.29, same stats he's had for a while. Kills per match for fairly normal. This is a red flag that he recent name change, but his name was Python prior to that, so it's probably the same guy, especially because it looks like he changes his name every month. So it's probably the same guy. No, I mean, average win rate, nothing crazy. I doubt this person's cheating based on what I've seen so far. Decent day, but no other day that's been like that, so probably a legit player. I'd gamble on it. Then you have a guy named Broken. This is a good one to end on. This is a very obvious cheater. I'm not sure how this is unbanned. It's not banned. He has 1,000 matches played with 1,000 wins and 33 losses with a 96% win rate. So when we talk to console players about people potentially cheating in Siege, they tend to think that all accounts have to look like this. This is not the normal of what cheaters look like. This is not the norm. Most of the time, they're going to look like kind of just like their stats are going to resemble someone that's going to be decent at the game. Like their account's going to look more like closer to mine. But they're not going to have the follow-up to that, because you don't start at high champion. You have a progression. You get there. Like if we go further back, like you can see I didn't start at that. I slowly climbed to that, and you can see my KD progressing as I went. There's going to be a natural progression. There's not just going to be a this and then you're here straight up and now you're there. It's not going to happen. But SenVale could be an alt. Yeah, it could be an alt. But it could also just be a cheater, because most of the time, you know, that tends to be the case. Guys, the quickest way of figuring out someone's name if they have stream mode on is just block their name, and then you go to block players in your Ubisoft Connect, and you can just see the person's name, so you can just tracker them really fast. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. This is really just a guide of, like, you know, how to really look at a tracker account and really just be able to tell, is this person cheating or are they legit, just off a quick glance. I mean, because, like, if you guys have Overwolf, because you can use Overwolf, look at their accounts really fast before you start a game, so you can decide if you want to cancel or not, to see if, you know, the game's legit or the game's a cheater. Because most of the time they're going to get banned in a week or two, so you could just play it, but for your own sanity, so you don't just lose random games that you don't want to, you know, lose to cheaters, etc., you could cancel, and you know what to look for now. So, okay, make sure to subscribe, drop a comment, and leave a like down below for more. Until next time, peace out.